Fine. So we start right now. And thank you so much. And you are, as we can say that you are my second guest on my the Vishal show. And exactly, this is going to be like one of the best podcasts, just because of I have started this channel just because of a lot of audience are also doing the podcast. But I have decided to make podcaster as a unique, right? So I just want to give everything which is totally unique from different channels. So first of all, I highly welcome to you on my channel, ma'am. And thank you so much that you have took time for me and for my audiences. And so right now I'm starting the session. Okay.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We know that a lot of person are waiting of my this podcast, just because of they also wants to improve their communication skills, improve their because they're struggling that how to speak and how to improve our communication skills, because I'm also in this field. So exactly, I also want to learn such so many things, because you have already given a lot of time of your life. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैम, कैन यू प्लीज स्टार्ट, हम थोड़ा सा हिंदी में भी बात करेंगे क्योंकि हिंदी में भी हमारी ऑडियंसेस और इंग्लिश में भी है, तो थोड़े को दोनों को कंबाइन करके हम अच्छे से ना वो सारे डिस्कशन करते हैं, ताकि हमारी जो ऑडियंसेस है ना वाकई में उनको वो चीज मिल पाए जो हम देना चाहते हैं. सबसे पहले मैम आपसे जानना चाहता हूँ कि आपकी ये बिगनिंग, आपकी जो स्टार्टिंग है वो कैसे और कहाँ से हुई?
Well, so see, I studied in Bengali medium school. I come from a very humble background. My dad was a bookbinder and my mom was a housewife. So, I studied in Bengali medium school. In fact, I completed my engineering also from government college. So I'm telling you very frankly, I had no handholding with English language. But it started when I relocated to Chennai from Kolkata. I found it is too difficult to survive in South India without English.
Right.
Okay, so that was the starting. Initially, it was a broken English. Then the days are going on. I started improving myself. And yes, that is how I started. And after that, I found it is very passionate as I improved.
Right.
And I decided to give up my 9 to 5 job as an engineer, and I started re-educating myself. I completed my TESOL certification from Trinity College of London.
Right.
And from that day to till today, nothing called as a turning back. Yeah.
आपने करियर जो स्टार्टिंग करी थी वो मैं एज एन मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर से आपने स्टार्ट किया था, राइट? और आपने फिर इसको ना आपने कैसे इस चीज को टर्न आउट किया कि आपको इसी फील्ड में आना, क्योंकि आपने तो आपका जो फील्ड है ना वो टोटली डिफरेंट था, राइट? आपको तो जो हमारा मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर यानी कि हमारा जो इंजीनियरिंग था उसको कैसे आपने डिनाइट किया, और आप इस फील्ड में आपको क्या लगा, मतलब आपके लाइफ में वो चेंजेस कैसे कैसे आए, मतलब थोड़ा सा हम डिटेल में जानते हैं इस चीज को.
Well, so I am a deep believer. I believe on spirituality and I do practice it. I feel like I think universe has given me some sufficient message when I joined with Renault Nation. Coincidentally, they have given me the training part for women because I was a little bold and loud. So I used to provide training on women empowerment and especially on POSH for this Renault Nation team. So that was a triggering point in my life where I felt that yes, this is something is my cup of tea, and engineering is something though I completed with a good marks, I was the state second rank holder in the final year. However, that is not something I really enjoy. So that was a trigger I got. From after that only I decided, okay, so let me little bit explore on this training field. I started working a little bit on soft skill training. I had interest on image consulting and all those things. So yeah, like that only it has started.
It's great, ma'am. Exactly. The thing is कि जब हम कोई भी चीज start करते हैं ना, when we start something in life, so I think there are so many ways and there are so many distractions and so many niches that how what will be suitable for me and what will be the next step to move forward in life. So the thing is that आपने कैसे ये passion जो जैसे आपने बताया कि आपने ये सारी चीजें starting करी तो इस तरीके से किया, but actually में starting के point पे जैसे आपने जो mechanical जो engineering था वो आपने starting करी as a career, उसके बाद और भी कोई आपके पास ऑप्शंस थे, मतलब और भी ऐसी कोई डिस्ट्रैक्शन थी कि मुझे ये भी करना है, मुझे ये भी करना है, क्योंकि एज करियर टाइम पे हमारे पास बहुत सारे डिस्ट्रैक्शन होते हैं और बहुत सारी चीजें भी होती हैं.
No, I it was not for me because I'm from the initial days I was very much focus on something. So the moment I decided that yes, I need to move forward and I need to take English as my profession, I started, exploring something related with this training. So there
Okay.
only I came to know there are so many high paid training programs,
Hmm.
and this trainer earns a lot. Okay. However, I didn't start it only for the earning. I started with the interest because I had a passion.
Okay.
And then I decided, okay, let me focus on it.
Hmm.
But I didn't sorry, I didn't decided, I didn't decide that time that yes, I need to take it as my profession. It was a simple start because I like it. And then slowly, due to the situation, I thought, okay, I learned a lot. Now let me earn something using it.
Okay.
Okay.
So it means like passion to profession and the profession to like earning option because एक time पे हमें earning का वो जरूरत पड़ता ही पड़ता है at the age of time. So exactly, ma'am. It's a great
Yes,
journey actually.
actually,
Hmm.
yeah, no, like I would like to mention here one thing for all this young generation, the
Yes.
age group between 23 to 27 or 28, most of the students will be, they will be focusing on so many things.
Right.
कभी तो engineering पढ़ने चले गए, उसके बाद
Hmm.
engineering job अच्छा नहीं लगा, then they are changing and
Hmm.
trying to do something network marketing, then change again, joined as BPO sector, because they focus on so many things and mostly they get diverted. But
Right.
for me, what worked, that is, I believe you can be in any sector,
Hmm.
but you have to be master in that particular sector. Let's take the example of Sachin Tendulkar.
Hmm.
He didn't study more, but still we know him as cricket player. So the thing is that you pick up any one career and follow that.
Hmm.
Be
Right.
the best in that particular field.
Hmm.
Money and fame, name, this all are the byproduct of this all. When
Right.
you give your best, it comes automatically to you. And that's how it worked on me.
Hmm. Exactly, ma'am. You're right. And this has happened. Actually, it happened with me like so many times just because still I'm struggling somewhere just because of earlier I was not able to focus on at one thing at one time just because of कभी मुझे acting में जाना था, कभी मुझे कुछ करना है, कभी मुझे कुछ करना है. फाइनली फिर मुझे वेब डिजाइनिंग का आया, फिर मुझे कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स का आया, तो वो सारी डिस्ट्रैक्शन होती हैं, तो वो अभी मैं ओवरकम कर रहा हूँ इन सारी चीजों को. और फाइनली जैसे हमारा पॉडकास्ट आ गया, आप आज के हमारा एक और चैनल है जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था कि डिजिटल वाला, तो वो सारी चीजें सभी के लाइफ में आती हैं. तो उसको ना लाइक जैसे आपने बताया कि ऑब्वियसली अगर हम सचिन तेंदुलकर की बात करें तो हम उसको उनसे उनसे बारे में डिजिटल के बारे में नहीं पूछ सकते बिकॉज ऑफ ही हैज नॉट दैट काइंड ऑफ नॉलेज जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ he has given their time into like cricket and something, right? So that's why.
Hmm.
So it's great actually. और सबसे ज्यादा जो डिस्ट्रैक्शन होती है मैम यही होती है. थैंक यू सो मच कि इसको क्लैरिफाई करने के लिए. बाकी का हम ये और जानना चाहते हैं मैम कि अगर कोई इस फील्ड में आना भी चाहता है जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ उसको थोड़ी थोड़ी बहुत आती है, बिल्कुल भी नहीं आती है, लेकिन उसे प्यार है इस चीज से कि लाइक कम्युनिकेशन स्किल, लाइक दे ऑलवेज लाइक एंड लव लाइक व्हेन दैट पर्सन विल स्पीक इन इंग्लिश, श्योरली यू नो लाइक इट कम्स बाय हार्ट दैट. बट वो चाहता है कि मुझे इंग्लिश में मतलब अच्छे से बोलना आ जाए, तो वो सारी चीजें स्टार्टिंग से हम कैसे कैसे कर सकते हैं स्टेप बाय स्टेप?
Well, so first of all, see, communication skills and spoken English, they both are not same. Okay. Spoken English is the prerequisite for the communication skills. Communication skill is the combination of your body language,
Right.
55% plus 38% of your voice modulation and 7% of your word choice. So now you just decide if you want to improve your communication skills, you have to first work on your body language.
Okay.
Right? Then it comes to the voice modulation, like how will you control your voice or intonation while you are speaking to someone?
Right.
Like the word sorry, you can say in different tone, and then people will realize you are really sorry or not, right? So that voice control is something very important when it comes to communication skills. And the last but not the least, that is the word choices, the kind of words you are using in your daily conversation, that matters a lot. Now ये word Hindi में भी हो सकता है, it can be in English, it can be in French, it can be in any language.
Right.
Let's take an example of Sandeep Maheshwari sir. He is an excellent communicator, right? But he speaks generally in Hindi.
Right.
Am I right? So
Exactly.
लोग ना कभी कभी ये गलती कर बैठते हैं कि उसको लगता है see my Hindi is not so great, pardon me for it.
Right.
कभी कभी उसको ऐसा लगता है कि कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स डेवलप करना चाहते हैं, एक्चुअली वो स्पोकन इंग्लिश के नाम से कम्युनिकेशन स्किल रेफर करना चाहते हैं. So English is a language, right? And it is a learnable skills. Communication skills is a learnable skills. It can be developed with the right guided practice. Okay.
Right.
Now आप खुद भी कर सकते हो, वो भी हो सकता है, लेकिन I believe your time is precious. So if you have a mentor who can guide you through this journey, you will get result very quickly. And if you don't have a mentor, in that case, it will go long, and in the middle process, you will feel frustrated and you will give up.
Right, exactly, ma'am. Your mentor may give you fuel into your body that yes, this is your direction. And exactly, we can say we can also take one example of doctor, right? If you go to your doctor, exactly that person will surely will know when you speak something about your any disease or something else. That person will catch up, and then they will give you like medicines, and yes, you will give get well soon by this. So exactly, mentor is very necessary. Even I also got a mentor when then after all then I decided to do something in my life, right? So exactly, ma'am. Uh, After it, suppose जैसा आपने clarify किया, ma'am, English speaking and grammar is not a same subject or equal subject, we can say. जी.
ऐसा नहीं है. Grammar is a part of English. Okay, now I'll ask you one simple question. Answer me with yes or no.
Sure.
अब जब हिंदी में बात करते हो, do you think about grammar?
Not at all.
Then why for English? So this is the common misconception we have. We feel that whenever we want to speak in English, grammar तो पक्का होना चाहिए, pronunciation भी पक्का चाहिए, सब कुछ पक्का चाहिए. ऐसा दुनिया में perfect कुछ होता नहीं है. Okay, perfectionism is it is the biggest illusion, I can say. Right? So why are you looking for it? Take English as a language. Actually, the problem starts from our upbringing. Our education system, actually our education system is absolutely broken, and it teaches us English as a subject rather than a language. That's how जब भी हम किसी से बात करना चाहते हैं ना, the first trigger, what if I make grammatical mistake? किसी को भी grammar का कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है until or unless your message has been passed, right? You have given the correct message, it's good enough. Now, yes, if you want to advance your English, then you have to work on your pronunciation, your grammar, your intonation, and all other things comes. Now, if you're someone who is going to write IELTS exam, definitely you have to work on your grammar. है ना? लेकिन डेली जो कन्वर्सेशन है, जो हम लोग बोलते हैं एवरीडे इंग्लिश, उसमें ग्रामर की जरूरत है नहीं. Now see, when I started, many people told there are so many competitors, Sutanu, how are you going to face? But I was very determined that it can be true that there are so many English teachers, but I know their teaching style is backdated.
Right.
And English is something, the teaching process or the teaching method gets updated every 5 years once. And most of our traditional education will never teach this, it will never teaches anyone the traditional, traditional system. वो ना किसी को ये नहीं सिखाते हैं कि कैसे सिखाना चाहिए English.
Right.
Right. They generally start with the grammar, like articles. They teach us that what is it, tenses and all those things, and that's good enough to to lose your fluency while you are speaking.
Right.
तो मेरे साथ भी हमेशा होता है. Whenever I'm thinking too much about the grammar, I make mistake. वो तो हो सकता है. Like while I'm in flow, how is it possible to keep all the grammar rules in my mind and speak? अगर मुझे इतना consideration करना है तो मैं बोल नहीं पाऊंगी.
Right.
हाँ. तो ये जो ideas है इसको change करना पड़ेगा. Generally in my class, I do not teach English through grammar. I teach through the ESL immersion process. So that is, I think in India, very few people are doing, 2 or 3 people are doing right now.
Right, ma'am, exactly. And the other thing is that अगर हम 20 years के हो जाते हैं, even 25, 26, even ये process में चलता जाता है, but even we are struggling in English, right? The thing is that हमने हमेशा से grammar पढ़ा है, और ग्रामर से हम थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि उन्होंने ग्रामर से कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम की तैयारी करी है, ग्रामर से ही सारी चीजें करे हैं, बट अब वो एक ऐसा फेज है कि वो इंग्लिश में बोला जाता है जस्ट बिकॉज दे आल्सो वांट द गुड जॉब, एंड गुड पैकेजिंग जॉब. सो उनको बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रगल होता है, बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम होती है. इवन समटाइम व्हेन आई ट्राई टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, देन आई आल्सो स्ट्रक समवेयर बिकॉज यू नो मैम, लाइक जो इंग्लिश में बात भी करते हैं, लेकिन उसके बाद भी उनकी जो फ्लुएंसी है ना, और उनकी जो वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन है, वो मतलब क्लियर कैसे क्यों नहीं हो पाती है. मैं थोड़ा सा ये भी जानना चाहता हूँ ताकि उनका जो एक्सेंट है ना, वो एक्सेंट क्लियर हो, और उनकी इंग्लिश भी काफी अच्छी हो, मतलब क्योंकि उनकी वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन ही ठीक से यहाँ से नहीं निकल पाते हैं. तो मैं उसका थोड़ा सा रीजन जानना चाहता हूँ कि मतलब क्या प्रॉब्लम होते हैं और उसको कैसे साफ किया जाए ताकि हमारी फ्लुएंसी भी अच्छी हो.
Well, so you are talking about something that is called mother tongue interruption
Right.
and how to reduce that accent, right? They
Right.
call it, like accent reduction process. So
Hmm.
for reducing your local accent or local dialect, you
Hmm.
have to do something called as imitation process.
Okay.
That means you have to follow any English teacher or native teacher or someone who has that neutral accent.
Okay.
Okay, you have to repeat after that particular person.
Hmm.
Okay, doing that practice continuously for 90 days, you will see some significant improvement in your accent.
Okay. एंड मैम इससे भी क्या थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस पड़ता है, जैसे हम बुक्स पढ़ते हैं एक लाउडर आवाज में पढ़ते हैं, और इससे क्या थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस होता है अगर हमारी वॉइस को.
Like it is very subjective, okay, because as I noticed, like students are telling, yes, I'm reading this book, they are getting so many books and making it as a pile,
Yes.
but end of the day they do not finish up any book properly. I read all the books, but you ask them what was that, they will be not able to tell you what was inside. Okay, क्योंकि after reading 2 pages they feel very sleepy and they sleep. Literally they close the book and they keep. Now अगर ऐसे आप कुछ पढ़ रहे हो तो उसका तो कुछ फायदा नहीं होता है ना. If you can do it as a reading, proper reading or the listening practice,
Right.
that means like listening is the opposite to speaking.
Right.
Well, how one small baby is learning English, learning their mother tongue, they learn through listening, right? So listening is opposite to speaking. I believe then reading practice, listening practice will work well. Okay, and that is how in our classes I do teach something called core listening, where we give them we play some audio and we changes those accent also. English has total 3 accent like UK, US and Australian accent. We changes, we keep the variety, and then we give every day some listening practice, and through that they develop. Okay, so reading practice result is subjective. Listening practice also, if I ask, like most of the students they fail because they join the class but they do not take the action. अगर कोई action ले रहा है ना तो उसको result आना ही है, like whoever it is. It can be you, it can be me, or it can be someone else. लेकिन वो नहीं होता है, like उसको लगता है teacher will spoon feed them. That is not possible, literally. It is something spoken English fundamentally will never ever develop until or unless you are doing speaking practice. वही नहीं होता है. अगर स्पीकिंग प्रैक्टिस नहीं हो रहा है तो कैसे वो डेवलप करने वाले. बहुत प्रॉब्लम है एक्चुअली विशल. like the complete ideology of learning English is wrong.
Right.
They want to improve their English but they look for the like price tag. उधर पे 499 में मिल रहा है,
right. सच में
you है 1000. Okay, he is charging for 3 months 5000. Why are you charging 15,000?
yes,
right? Yes. Now I learned from my mentor that when people pay money they pay attention. जब आप 500 पे करते हो ना उसका वैल्यू आपको समझ में नहीं आता. Yes, so that is what you have to focus on. Like you are always looking for the easy action, like price कम होना चाहिए, सब कुछ चाहिए, लेकिन end of the day you are not going to take action.
Right, ma'am. So जब हम जितना बिल्कुल सॉरी हम जितना ज्यादा पे करते हैं ना फिर हमें उतना अटेंशन भी आता है कि हमने इतना दिया है तो हमें उतना ही सीखना भी है. तो दैट इज अ गुड वे टू आई थिंक इसमें कुछ भी गलत नहीं है, क्योंकि एक तो 2 चीजें हो सकती हैं. सबसे पहला चीज है कि हम अगर उसके प्राइसेस ज्यादा है हमारे कोर्सेज की, इसका मतलब है कि वैल्यू भी हम उससे डबल यानी कि मल्टीपल करके दे रहे हैं उसमें. दूसरी चीज है कि आप वैल्यू भी उसकी ज्यादा करोगे. राइट. तो एग्जैक्टली मैम. इवन अभी मेरे पास आज ही कॉल आया था मैम, आज ही कॉल आया है, और उन्होंने लाइक मैं भी मैम जितना पॉसिबल, क्योंकि मैं ग्रामर से नहीं कराता कुछ भी, मैं भी सारी चीज जो भी कराता हूँ लाइक व्हाटएवर आई टीच आई जस्ट टीच लाइक विद यूनिक वे, डिफरेंट तरीके से. राइट, कि अगर मैं कहीं लाइक सपोज अगर मैं बोलता हूँ कि मैं दिन में कुछ भी करता हूँ, सपोज मैं कुछ भी करता हूँ, वट एवर आई डू इन अ होल डे, राइट, जैसे सपोज मैं सुबह जल्दी उठता हूँ, मैं खाता हूँ, मैं नहाता हूँ, सोता हूँ, पीता हूँ, हम कुछ भी करते हैं, राइट. सो एग्जैक्टली वी कैन से विद द हेल्प ऑफ द लाइक यस आई डू, यस आई गो, यस आई, लाइक वट एवर वी डू, सो हम उसके उस तरीके से सेंटेंस चैप्टर वाइज लेते हैं, तो उससे ना मैम रिजल्ट भी आता है लोगों के अंदर, मैंने देखा है बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट आ रहा है उनके अंदर, वो स्पोकन अच्छे से बोल भी पा रहा है, क्योंकि ग्रामर से हटके जो मैं चीजें करा रहा हूँ ना, तो वो एक नेक्स्ट लेवल की है. तो मैं अभी मेरा ऑनलाइन भी कई सारी चीजें हैं बाकी का. मुझे सबसे अच्छी चीज लगी है मैम, लाइक जिस तरह से आपके जो कोर्सेज है, मैंने देखा है कि कई सारे आपने कोर्सेज बनाए हुए हैं. और जैसे फर्स्ट जो कोर्स आपका स्पोकन इंग्लिश कोर्सेज फॉर किड लेवल 1, एंड वो हमारा 9,000 यानी 10,000 का है. इवन सेकंड यानी कि स्पोकन इंग्लिश कोर्सेज फॉर किड, ये भी लेवल 2 है. फिर लेवल 3 है हमारा. फिर इंग्लिश फॉर कॉम्पिटेटिव एग्जाम, ये भी मतलब कई सारे आपने कोर्सेज ऑलरेडी डिजाइन किए हुए हैं. तो एक बार इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बताएंगे हम, लाइक किस तरीके से आपने ये डिजाइन किए हुए हैं, और अगर हमारी जो ऑडियंस देख भी रही है ना, तो उसको यहाँ पे क्यों आना चाहिए, मतलब व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड इट टू कम ओवर देयर टू विद यू एंड लर्न फ्रॉम यू. तो थोड़ा सा जानना चाहता हूँ मैं, ताकि वो आपसे कंसल्ट करें.
Fine. So why I have created so many courses, there is some particular reason. See, I don't believe beating around the bush. Okay.
हम्म.
So if I ask you, please join my course, your grammar bhi achhe ho jayega, pronunciation also will improve. You will use n number of vocabs. No, aisa nahi hone wala hai. Okay.
हम्म.
Because you have to follow the step by step process.
राइट.
And when it comes to the English language, it is like an ocean,
हम्म.
right? Now, based on most of the students, they fail to reach their goal. The reason they are not following those steps.
हम्म.
Now when they come to me, the first things I consider, that is what is their need,
राइट.
right? If there's someone who is looking for improving their English,
हम्म.
especially for the job or interview or career purpose,
राइट.
in that case their requirement is a business English. So
हम्म.
I focus only on the business English part, where I teach interview skills, communication skills, body language,
राइट.
how to talk to talk over call with the client or customers. These things
राइट.
I focus on. How to write one effective email,
हम्म.
or how to give the presentation.
हम्म.
Fine. So I have a focus syllabus based on their need. That's how I created so many courses. Now, if someone, let's consider one housewife is joining my course, in
Okay.
that case, no, what is their need? I'm very sure they're joining because I have so many housewives.
हम्म.
And, like their need is they wanted to improve their English because they want to speak in PTM, that is parents teacher meeting.
ओके.
क्योंकि आजकल जो है ना, इंग्लिश इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट sign of your status.
Even we can say asset. Asset we
Yeah.
can consider. Yes.
Yes, because English is the language of business that you have to understand, right?
Hmm.
So when one, especially one housewife is joining my class, I'm very sure that she is looking for everyday English.
Hmm.
Everyday English in the sense the conversational English or general English.
Right.
So I don't want to teach her how to write one effective email or how to give the presentation. वो सब unnecessary है. What she has to learn, how to give direction, how to tell sorry, how to give the birthday wish, how
Hmm.
to talk to that teacher in the PTM. This is how they need. This is what they need, right?
Right. Right.
So they learn only that. Now, if one lawyer is joining my class, what is their need? They want to argue when they are in the court.
Hmm.
Yes. So in that case, I do not focus on the complete part of everyday English, business English. I
Right.
focus only on the ESP, that stands for English for Special Purpose. So
Okay.
there they learn only the terms and the words which is applicable only for the lawyer. There are so many books published by Cambridge Press or Pearson
Hmm.
dedicated created for this ESP. Okay, there is a separate books for doctor, separate books for engineers, separate book for lawyer. Okay,
Wow.
so there are so many books. So that is a part of ESP, English for specific purpose, right? Now, someone who is joining my course for IELTS, their requirement is something different. They wanted to go abroad, so they want to excel on their everyday English. They want to pass that IELTS exam that's required grammar and pronunciation and listening, and
Right.
they require some part of writing. They require reading skills to improve. So that is something syllabus based learning. If someone is going to write the TOEIC or PTE exam, I have a particular syllabus for it to teach them. Yes. Now,
Right.
if someone is joining my class, they're school students, their need is not this all. They wanted to learn that academic English in
Okay.
EAP, what we call English
Hmm.
for academic purpose, right? So there we learn generally from the books, or we learn from the textbook or from lectures. Yes. So what they have to learn there, they will be focusing on this grammar part, what is article, what is adjectives, adverbs, and all those things, right?
Right, right.
So I teach them that only. So based on your requirement, I have created this all the courses. Okay. If someone is going to write UPSC, what they need? They need EAP. They don't want to improve their listening, or they don't want to improve their speaking also. I'm very sure, because in India, Hindi is the national language and it is absolutely fine to write government exam, right? So in that case, they want only to pass the exam. So keeping
Right.
that UPSC syllabus in the mind, what I start teaching them, what is called, like how to write the pre-C. Pre-C writing is there in UPSC. They
Right.
have this all the grammar part. They have this subject verb agreement. They have tenses. They have adjective order. So I teach them only the focus part. Why should I, like we are so busy nowadays. We don't have time to learn each and everything, and it is highly impossible. They are not teacher, right? So
Right.
that is how I created this separate courses. In fact, I have teacher training also. In teacher training, I teach students like who all are joining me. I teach them how to teach others, and that too using this ESL immersion process.
Wow.
Okay, so this is how I have created.
Exactly. Like so, like for every niches we have created the courses which will have like so like which will really benefit for that person. So exactly, ma'am. Like for the UPSC person, they have a different, and for the housewife
Hmm.
students and academic and colleges, like everybody has some like a different kind of courses for you, like which you have created for them. Right. Great, ma'am. So I know that I think you have a bit time, but right now I also want 4 to 5 minutes to you. एंड ये भी मैम ये भी जानना चाहता हूँ थोड़ा सा मैम लाइक आप मुझे 5 स्टेप ऐसे थोड़े से बताइए हमारे जो यूथ को जो स्टेप बाय स्टेप अगर वो उस चीज को स्टेप लेके चले तो मतलब वाकई में कुछ महीने के अंदर ही वो अच्छा बन सकता है लाइक यू राइट मतलब मैं ये ऐसे क्योंकि आपने काफी टाइम दिया हुआ है मैं आई गेस काफी टाइम दिया हुआ है कुछ सालें आपने लगाई होंगी इस चीज के लिए ऑब्वियसली तो मैम एक नॉर्मल अगर दैट पर्सन वांट्स टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश वेरी वेल तो वो उसके उसके लिए 5 स्टेप क्या होने चाहिए मतलब
Well, so the first things, you have to keep it in your mind. You have to work on your mindset.
ओके
If every morning you wake up and you tell yourself that my English is not good, I speak broken English, मुझे vocabs नहीं आता है, मैं word भूल जाती हूँ, ये नहीं होता है, वो नहीं होता है. If you give yourself this self-negative talk, it will never help you. Okay, so you have to replace those with the positive affirmation. Yes, I speak good English.
affirmation
Okay. Yes, I speak good English. I speak better English. I enriched my vocabs. Enriched, that means already we completed that. I enriched my vocabs. I use a number of advanced words while I'm speaking to someone. ये जो affirmation का power है ना, that goes to our subconscious mind and it tuned our confidence level. Okay, that feel good thing should come.
you
ये
become
पहले
what
होता
you
है.
think exactly yes ma'am
Yes. So आपको पहले जो करना है, that is you have to work on your mindset. Okay. And this is not a destination. This is gonna be boring journey. Okay, I rather say you it is going to be a boring journey. You will never get result within 3 months or 6 months or within 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
right
Not going to happen. अगर कोई ऐसा भी बोल रहा है ना like join my course within 30 days you will improve your fluency, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होता है. वो सिर्फ marketing gimmick है. Got it? So it takes time, and the minimal time period will be around 9 months to 12 months. That too depends on your current English level and where you are from. How are you practicing every day? So the first step, you have to replace your all the negative affirmation with the positive one.
positive right
Okay. The second things, daily basis, you have to add reading practice, listening practice, and speaking practice. Okay. Make it as a consistent practice.
okay
I took one and choose your reading material based on your current level of English. Okay, there are so many level tests available on Cambridge site or British Council site. Go and write those and try to understand which level you are in right now. Okay, once you came to know your level, then choose a material or books based on your level. If you are in that intermediate level and you're taking book which has been written by this Robin Sharma, I'm damn sure you will not in fact complete the 2 pages. You will close it up.
right
So take up the book like Ikigai, very easy to understand. Read that, quote that.
Right.
right?
Got it.
Success Principle by Brian Tracy. Eat the
Okay.
Frog. These all are very easy books. You
Hmm.
can understand, anyone can understand. And you no need to finish up this book within a day. Highly impossible. तो
Hmm.
खुद से भी अगर कुछ आप डिमांड कर रहे हो ना, if you're
Hmm.
expecting something from yourself, make sure that you also have some limit for it. Accept it
Correct.
first.
Hmm.
You cannot read more than 10 pages. Okay, so every day 10 pages, one fixed time, and in that particular fixed time, keep your all this distraction away. Like our extended body part, that is mobile, that
Right.
mobile has to be switched off, TV has to be turned off,
Hmm.
everything. Like you must sit in a cool and calm place and read it. The best time to read, I believe, in the early morning.
Yeah, early
Right?
morning.
Yes. So read 10 pages. Whenever you have a time in the evening, listen to some podcast,
Hmm.
which especially in English. Start with this Indian accent. I'm very much sure initially if you're listening to US accent or UK accent, you will not get it. So
Right.
first get used to that English accent, Indian accent, then you move to the US or UK accent. Well, and at last you go for the Australian accent. That is very difficult.
Hmm.
Fine. This is the second step. Third step is that you have to like many people they what they tell like practice in front of the mirror. This is something very backdated. So when you are in the train, you're sitting inside the train, and if someone asks, can you tell me how this train wheel is rolling, it is impossible for you to tell, right?
Hmm.
So when you are in the process, you cannot describe how the process is going to look from the outside, right?
Hmm.
So while you are speaking in front of the mirror,
Hmm.
actually you are speaking, you are noticing your facial expression, but you fail to understand what kind of mistakes you are making. Okay. So replace that mirror practice with the mobile. Take
Okay.
video, take the video, take any topic. It can be your hobbies or your daily routine, anything. Take one topic and then you record yourself for 3 minutes. Once the recording completed, what you have to do, you have to the first step you have to do, you have to just watch it. So mute your audio and watch it. Notice how your facial expression
Right.
was.
Hmm.
Okay, how it was. Now, if you find any flaw, you can note it down. The second step, you have to keep your mobile okay, you have to keep your mobile upside down and only listen whatever you told.
Okay.
Okay, so by listening you can understand whatever the mistakes you made or
Hmm.
whatever the fillers you use, like whatever you are using,
Yes.
or
Yes.
many people use that as as a filler.
Yes.
Yes, so that you will get. At the third step, you have to listen and watch together.
Hmm.
Note down all the flaws. Very next day, not that day, very next day, try to improve those and take one more video. If you're following this process for upcoming 21 days, I'm damn sure your confidence level will boost up. ठीक है, उसके बाद आपको एक community ढूंढना है. You have to look for one community where everyone is
Right.
speaking in English. Most probably it is a mixed crowd over the globe. Like I have my own community where I have a student from Hong Kong, Spain, Armenia, from India, various part of India.
Okay.
Okay, so once they join there, I give them a discussion topic. They speak there, they do the role play, they do some peer practice, they give the presentation. It's not like a class, it is more like a club
Hmm.
where everyone is like we all are friend to each other.
Hmm.
We are very much free to discuss about something, we learn from each other,
Hmm.
and we improve everyday basis. So you have to find one community, like you are the combination of the first 5% you speak with, and you are the combination of that first 5 book you read.
Right.
So one good vibrant community can make the complete changes. Let me give you here one example. However, it is a little bit religious, do not take it otherwise. Like
Okay.
like in Mahabharata,
Hmm.
Arjuna chose Krishna, right?
Hmm.
And you know what was the result. Same time Duryodhan has
Right.
chosen whom? Shakuni, right?
Certainly.
And you know
Yes.
the result of it.
Wow.
Yes, so ऐसा ही होता है. So
Right.
in your life, that companion can change everything.
Hmm.
It can break you or it can make you. So
Right.
finding a community, it means a lot.
Yeah. How do you invest your time, like with your good friends, with your bad friends who have nothing to do? Exactly, ma'am.
Yes.
And the other thing is
Okay.
mindset. As you like in the starting, you have said you told us about the mindset. Exactly, ma'am. Mindset, and because in the mindset, in the mind, we should have a clarity. Clarity, sorry. So exactly. So I'm really inspired. And the other thing is that you have taken the example of Mahabharata. So it's in front of us, everything we know. So it's good thing,
Hmm.
ma'am. So thank you so much, ma'am. And the other thing is, this is my last question to you, which
Hmm.
is अगर कोई English कोई career बनाना चाहता है, like if somebody really wants to come in this career, right, like public speaking English, if that person wants to like teach someone, and how that person can take as a serious, how that person can. So can you please help me, like ma'am, can you please share something like
Well,
career
so you
objective?
want to, yes, you want to take English as your career, right? That's your
Hmm.
question.
Hmm.
How someone can see? There are so many options. Okay.
Hmm.
Most of the English teachers are underpaid.
Hmm.
Okay. So you have to keep one thing in your mind that if you want to take English as your career, in that case, you have to be the best in the industry.
Right.
Okay. Believe on that open resources and believe in that, like you have to work more on yourself first. If you're not working on yourself, teaching other is absolutely impossible.
Right.
Okay, तो आपको पहले खुद के ऊपर काम करना है. If you want to take English as a career, there are so many options, like how I started coming in front of Instagram. As I told, I'm engineer. Actually, I completed my engineering, so
Right.
I'm very much like you can tell I'm fond of digital marketing. So I run my own advertisement. I do everything myself. I
Hmm.
don't have any agency working for me right now.
Oh.
Okay, automation and all, everything I do. So I love to do it. However, English is something I not only love, but also it's my cup of tea.
Okay.
Okay, so this is I'm doing right now, and I have taken already to the next level. So when you want to take English as your career, there are so many options. The
Hmm.
first things, you can be a highly paid public speaker.
Hmm.
Okay, you can work as motivational speaker. Company can invite you.
Okay.
Yes, and what else? You can work as a teacher. You can do digital coaching nowadays, online coaching.
Right.
As
Right.
Indian education, the training, online training is going to boom
Right. Right.
by 2025. So
Hmm.
you can take it as online coaching classes. See, ये तो
Right.
problem. This I want to speak in English. ये जो pain है ना, ये तो nation का pain है. So अगर you have that problem solving mental setup, you
Right.
can take it as your career. And I'm very sure instead the traditional career growth, like as an engineer or as a doctor, English will pay you more.
Hmm.
Okay, you can, if you have a good pronunciation, you can be as a host in various big platform. You can work as a speaker like TEDx speaker or Josh Talk speaker.
Hmm.
You can give like you can start creating your own podcast, and through podcasting, if you have a good voice,
Right.
definitely I'm very much sure after some days there's all the small advertisement team will call you and they will ask you to give the voiceover. Okay, like I got this all through digital marketing.
Hmm.
Okay, so right now, if you're asking, being as an English language trainer, what else you are doing? I'm working, so I have my own online institute.
Okay.
Okay, and I take the classes especially for the teachers, not for the students. So
Okay.
I have teachers to take classes for the basic students.
Hmm.
Okay, I do provide training for various schools. Like in Tamil Nadu, I do work with the Chettinad group of schools, Velamal group of
Okay.
schools.
Hmm.
I go there, I train their teachers.
Hmm.
I work with the Hyundai group, what you call as a Hyundai. The right pronunciation is Hyundai. So I work with the Hyundai group, all the CHO, CFO, CMO, that level, all are Koreans.
Hmm.
Okay, I go with various company where I train them for the body language. I
Right.
work with various minister in Tamil Nadu. I train them for the body language part
Hmm.
uh, and their communication skills. So this is how I have created my aura. It's all about your branding. It's all about believing in yourself. It's all about you. It starts with you and it ends also with you. In between,
Wow.
nothing can be written.
Great. It means like if I wants to come over here in this niche like public speaking, yep, or English as an English trainer or something like as a motivational speaker. So like you come like some like there are so many companies which will invite you if you are good communicator, if you're good like motivator. Surely we can get such connection with the company. Exactly, ma'am. So seriously, a lot of things we have learned from you, and like communication skills, pronunciation, and so how we can make career in this industry, right? And we know that how is it beneficial for us like to speak in English and to communicate in English, because when we go somewhere and even any events like physical event or online event, not the online but physical event, like it happens that we really require a good communication. Like even if you present yourself in front of someone in a good way, surely I think it works well, and you can just get so much value from that person and from that audience. So it happens when if somebody wants to learn from you that what is the procedure, like how do you define that you will start from there, आप कैसे उसको करते हो, कोई आपसे सीखना चाहता है तो?
Well, so right now I'm not taking any students directly.
Hmm.
I'm not taking any direct admission. They have
Okay.
to come to my workshop.
Okay.
From there,
Hmm.
it will be like a 3 hours workshop. Upcoming webinar is happening on 28th of May, 7 to
Okay.
10 p.m.
Hmm.
So they have to join my workshop. Through that workshop, if they like my class, they
Hmm.
have to join my classes. Okay, because I'm very clear. I charge little higher if you're comparing to the market,
Right.
and the reason is that I want action taker in my team,
Right.
not those people who all are not taking action.
Right, ma'am.
I'm very much result oriented, and
Hmm.
I have 65%, like success stories. You can go for my Vimeo channel. You can come to my YouTube channel. I
Hmm.
don't do anything in YouTube. Still, I have 800 plus subscribers, but I will be active very soon.
Hmm.
Okay, but I'm not right now. I do run advertisement for my workshop, but I'm not much active on social media because I have some time constraint,
Right.
because I'm handling all the things alone.
Hmm. It takes
Okay.
a lot of
However,
time. Social
yes, I
media
have.
takes a lot of time.
Hmm. I have a team, but they have their work, and I do work for the digital marketing part. I do take corporate classes.
Right,
There
right.
are some meetings. There are some interviews going on with the newspaper team. Sometimes TEDx also they call. So I have no time literally. So I'm not very much active in social media right now, but I will be very soon.
Hmm. Nice, great.
Okay. होना intention होना जरूरी है. Like end of the day, we always focus on money, but it's not right. You have to focus on adding value to the people life. Money is a byproduct for it. ठीक है.
Hmm.
वो जो है ना, like initially itself we started focusing on the money. मुझे पैसा चाहिए, पैसा कैसे बनाना है, ऐसे पैसा नहीं बनते भाई.
Right.
And for making money also, you don't want, you don't need to have a lot money. When I started, I had literally 800 in my account. My husband lost the job and I started with 800, and today too, you can see here and there in various places it is published.
Hmm.
Within 11 months of time, I made 89 lakhs just sitting at my place.
Wow.
Okay,
Great.
so this is all about your intention. If your intention is right, if you believe in yourself, if you have the delayed gratification, things will fall in the place. Okay,
Hmm.
like when you have a patience with yourself, it's called self love or self belief. तो वो होना बहुत जरूरी है. Today you are starting and you're expecting after 3 months everything will be all right. कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला है.
Okay.
Entrepreneurship, initially it is very much energy, like it is you will feel too much energy. You'll feel okay, सब कर लूंगा, ये कर लूंगा, वो कर लूंगा. In middle it is mess up. At last is the success.
Right, ma'am. Because a lot of ideas comes in a day, like I think which works. Even that ideas will work, but like a lot of person they don't take action, and even they don't convert that ideas into the action. So it happens, and I think. Mm,
कैसे एक्शन लेने वाला है भाई, देखो, and let me be very clear, because they must understand what is wrong.
mm,
When we want to start our journey, we look for the cheaper option,
right.
right? My mentor will always tell that in your journey of greatness, never be cheap. आप किसी को बोल रहे हो मैम आप फ्री में क्लास करवा सकते हो, विल यू वर्क फॉर मी योर कॉस्ट? सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, आंसर नहीं है ना।
नो।
दुनिया में फ्री में कुछ भी नहीं होता है। तो ये जो माइंडसेट है ना, आपको वो चेंज करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि देखो ये मेरे भी, लेट मी बी वेरी क्लियर फ्रैंक विद यू, आई आल्सो हैड दिस माइंडसेट व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड, ओके, that 10,000, oh my god, too much money. Okay, that 10,000 I was wasting for going and taking buffet here and there.
Right.
Right? वो तो ठीक नहीं है ना। वो 5,000, the moment you invest in yourself, the interest rate is always high. तो खुद के ऊपर इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए. You have to learn a lot. You have to work on yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to keep faith in yourself, and all the things will go on. It is, as I told you, know, the success depends on the second letter. That is you.
Right.
Right? Success, you, what is the spelling? SUC, right? So the second letter is you. It depends only on you, nothing else.
Right.
So
Second letter is you.
yes.
Right.
So whenever you are looking for something great, you wanted to take English as a career, please do take it. But make sure, do not start just like that. वो भी कर रहा है ना, like there is a shiny object syndrome. She is earning by teaching English this much. Let me start it today. See, I didn't start just like that. I have been through so many training. Till now, I'm there in the Siddharth Rajashekar Quantum Club, and I had paid for it 8 lakhs. Okay,
8
why
lakhs.
I paid? Yes, it is.
Right.
Okay, so why I paid? Because I love his mind. I love him. I follow him blindly. Right? So this is all the part of this game. आपको करना पड़ेगा. Okay, if you're paying, see the simple things. Whatever I paid to my mentor, I got back within 10 months. Now tell me, I was wrong or I was right?
Exactly,
I
ma'am.
got
Like,
it as 10x.
I think as you have paid 8 lakhs to your mentor, so because when we paid something, like suppose मैं भी अभी क्या है ना, जो राहुल सर है, राहुल भटनागर, मैं भी अभी राइजिंग शहर में जाने वाला हूँ, जहाँ जिसका जो चार्जेस है ना वो 40,000 है. इवन 40,000 अब आप कैप कर सकते हो कि 40, कभी कभी किसी महीने में 40,000 आता भी नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी मुझे वहां जाना है, जस्ट बिकॉज मुझे पता है ना लाइक विच काइंड ऑफ वैल्यूज वी आर गेटिंग फ्रॉम देयर. दैट्स व्हाई. एंड वो कम्युनिटी है ना जो वहां पे आएगी, वो एक हो सकता है उनमें से काफी लोग एक 1 CR भी कमा रहे हैं, काफी लोग 10 CR भी कमा रहे हैं, काफी लोग 1 लाख भी कमा रहे हैं. मतलब ऐसी कम्युनिटी हमें वहीं मिल सकती है सिर्फ. दैट्स व्हाई वी आर गोइंग ओवर देयर.
Well, when you are choosing your mentor, be very careful, okay? Because there are so many mentor nowadays, but very few are authentic, very few are working so well. And the first things, the foremost thing is that a mentor you need with whom you can resonate.
Right,
Okay?
right.
If you're asking me, I have been through so many mentors, but I found no one can replace Siddharth Rajashekar, no one can replace Blaya Singer, no one can replace Pooja Punit. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a something I love it. Now your choice, definitely it can differ.
Right.
It can differ, but the thing is that you must resonate with your trainer or mentor. If you couldn't do it, please do not spend single penny there, because it will never be helpful for you.
Exactly, ma'am. Because I also bought so many courses from there, from I can say that from lot of mentors. I bought some courses from there, right? But even I have checked single video. I haven't checked single video from there, just because of I always like hungry to find out the like this course मैं ये भी खरीदूं, ये भी खरीदूं, वो भी खरीदूं. But the thing is implementation के लिए टाइम नहीं मिलता. लेकिन मैं जो भी अब कर रहा हूँ सारी चीजें थोड़ा थोड़ा सा इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हो रहा है. बट द थिंग इज के वो जो कोर्सेज लेना वो भी एज इट इज रखे हुए हैं. जैसे आपने बोला कि आप जो भी चूज कर रहे हो वाइजली चूज करो, वो वाकई में आपके काम आ सकते हैं. आपकी प्रोफाइल, आपकी जो निशेज है और उस एरिया में आपके मेंटोर हैं या नहीं, तो वही सारी चीजें एकदम मतलब काफी अच्छा बोला मैम आपने, क्योंकि बहुत सारे कोर्सेज मैंने लेके रखे हुए हैं.
Like right now in the market, the buzz is very high. Everyone is selling something, everyone is doing something, but very few are good, very few are authentic. They have integrity, whatever they do. Okay. So it is very much important before choosing your mentor, before investing, please do think twice. That is the reason I do not take direct admission. I ask them to join my 3 hours workshop. Now I can do it free of cost. Why I'm making 99? When I was doing this, it was as a, like it was free actually for my students. But I got so many, like registration used to be 2000, and only when it comes to the show up, it will be 200 or maybe 190, right? And they are not at all action taker. So then I
Yeah.
thought, okay, let me make it as a little bit pricey so that
Hmm.
people will join at least. They are really
Yeah.
wanted to do something in life. So
Yeah. So
that's how
great.
I made it as
So
99.
that you can filter of those people who are not action taker actually. Exactly, man.
Yes.
Because जब हम क्योंकि इवन मेरी भी टीम में हैं कुछ लोग जो काम तो कुछ लोग अच्छा कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं, लेकिन जो अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हैं वो हमेशा मतलब जब मैं उनको ट्रेनिंग दे देता हूँ तो तब उस टाइम पे वो नहीं होते। उसके बाद में वो मतलब सर आपने ट्रेनिंग दी, सर आपने ये नहीं किया। तो वो सारी चीजें मतलब उनके हिसाब से हम नहीं कर सकते एक्चुअली में, क्योंकि हम इतनी सारी चीजें कर रहे हैं और कई सारी चीजें रन कर रहे हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली इट इज योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, बिकॉज आप जिस लेवल पर हो ना वो आपको फॉलो करना पड़ेगा। बिकॉज हम कुछ सीखना चाहते हैं तो ऑब्वियसली हमें भागना पड़ेगा, हमें अगर हमें प्यास है तो हमें वहां तक जाना पड़ेगा। तो दैट इज
Hmm.
नॉट ए लाइक somebody will not do work like as much as you will say। तो वो भी है। एग्जैक्टली मैम। So, thank
Fine.
you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, that you have given your time, valuable time to me. And I know that so many things we have learned from you, and my audience is eagerly waiting of this video podcast and videos, because even my some like relative also waiting of this video, just because of they were always wanted to get such like how we can change, how we can learn English। जो आपने इतनी सारी चीजें बताई हैं कि मैं कैसे सीख सकता हूँ, मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ। तो आई थिंक मुझे आई एम श्योर कि उनको आइडिया मिल गया होगा, और सारी चीजें हम सीख चुके हैं। थैंक यू सो मच मैम। और आगे भी हो सकता है हमारा जैसे जैसे हम सीखते जाएंगे और आपसे आगे भी हमारा इंटरेक्शन करने का मौका मिलेगा। श्योरली विल गेट अपॉर्चुनिटी फ्रॉम यू। श्योरली। थैंक यू सो मच मैम फॉर
Thank
गिविंग
you.
योर वैल्यूबल टाइम। थैंक यू। हैव अ नाइस डे मैम।
Wish you the same.